No, brother, no. Hello, ladies and gents. I'm the Rev, and this is Monochroma. A game about two brothers in a post-industrialized nation. As things stand right now, we're in the outskirts. We're in a farm. And this is the tutorial. This is what they do to show you how to play. So, what are we trying to do? What are we trying to accomplish? Well, you use the two brothers here. The brother here with the red scarf is, at least so far, from what I've seen, the main character that you'll be using. The other guy's kind of dead weight. You pick him up, you put him down. He's your little brother. He's scared, so you're trying to do what you can to save him. Get him home, I guess. So, that is the basics here. And as you see in the back here, they've got all kinds of little helpful hints on things that you should do. Now, the only problem that I've come across, and it makes the game harder to play and more difficult, is this, the control scheme. You can see escape like most games. They've got that right. But then we've got the control and alt key for action, space to carry and leave your brother, and you move with the up and down keys. Now, this might seem relatively easy, and the W, A, S, and D keys, of course, work as well. But I'm having problems. Maybe it's from playing too many controller games. Maybe it's playing from too many PC games, but space is jump. And should be. Not the up key. Especially in a puzzle platformer, and this game is just like all the other puzzle platformers you're going to find out there, where you have to be very precise with your jumping. Right? And if you're not, you die continuously. I've been dying continuously because of the stupid up key. It is the only drawback so far I've seen with this game. I think if anything, and the developers, if you guys do watch this, and by the way, it's from Nowhere Studios. If you guys watch this, please fix your fix your controller scheme. You need to take the space key, at the very least should be the jump key. Your action button could be R, could be E, could be enter. It could be a lot of other things, and I know you guys designed this on a PC. Now, I also understand the reason, more likely than not, that you did it was because this is going to be on multiple platforms. It's going to be on Lynx, Mac, and probably iOS. Okay. Still, you designed this on the PC, and there's no reason you shouldn't be able to go in and fix the controller scheme, because it makes the game way too hard. I'm having serious problems to the point that I was going to do a playthrough, but my temper won't take the control scheme. Plain and simple. And I'm not going to blow my temper out and become incredibly frustrated because of the control scheme. For me, if the controls are bad, doesn't matter how good the game is. If your controls are poor and they're not responsive enough, then I'll drop the game and I won't play it. So, now, there may be people out there, and please let me know in the comments if you have played this, if you've used the control scheme, what you guys think of it personally. Like I said, the only drawback I've seen so far in this game is the control scheme. Now let's talk about the rest of the game. The rest of the game is fantastic. There are no cutscenes, and there's no words. There's no talking in it at all. There's no writing across the screen. Nothing. What they do is they tell this story with the environment, with things that happen in the background, and then you already saw earlier the brother, no! Oh, and I guess we'll just go right down to him. You're not missing anything. You just run up to the edge there, and there's nothing. You can't get it either. So, pick him up. Oh, bro, give me a hug. Anyways, like I say, it's obviously a younger brother. And so what they do is they tell this, like I said, they tell the story through the environment. Now, in all areas of light, you can leave your bra. And then I'll tell you that you've got a new environmental puzzle coming up. Which is cool. You know, it's an easy way to tell you that you need to do that. So, and if you folks notice, you'll see I keep looking down at the keyboard because, again, I've played this game for a few hours and I'm still having massive problems with the colors, scheme. Ooh. Drop down. Yes, you can fall and die. Also, other ways to die is being ran over by things and water. Water will kill you. There's parts where you're working your way into the city. There's a whole bunch as you go from the farming areas, which is where we are now, into the city. There's a whole bunch of stuff with water, environmental puzzles, things like that, and you will die if you hit that water, so you always want to keep that in mind. So we'll just keep going here, and I'm going to show you guys just a little bit of the puzzles. If you've seen any of my reviews before, you know that I give you an idea of what you're looking at, but I don't like to show too much because, plain and simply, I'd rather have you play the game and support developers than ever blindly just give you something like this. That, not to mention, when it comes to puzzle platformers, I'm not very good at them. Out of all the genres that I play, it's probably the one I'm the crappiest at. Whoa. There we go. Alright, so. Now this isn't like your normal, like a lot of the normal platformers I've seen. They've done this real well. That you have to always put your brother in the light to be able to do the necessary things you need to. You can see with him on us, we can't. Here, let me pick him up again. You can see how that's it for jump. Okay, now we get rid of him. Now we got jumps. Jump. And of course, our main hero here, he's been hitting the gym, drinking protein shakes, buffing up. You can tell because he's barely losing his feet. It's all arms. He's just a beast. There we go. All right. There we go. Push, push, push. All right. Whee! So let's go get our brother. Alrighty, we'll pick him up. Whoa. Again, I apologize, folks. Like I said, I'm having a real problem with the control scheme. I happen to even be ambidextrous. I can use both hands pretty much equally well. I can shoot with both. I eat with both. And I'm having a real problem here. So, oh, there we go. All right. Whoop. But it's all good. It's all good. We'll figure it out. All right. So here we go. Here's a new area. Now this is the last real mechanic you're going to come across. Now you're going to come across a lot of different things that'll be balancing, pushing boxes, doing things like that, right? But as you can see here, we can't get to the ladders. And we've got to be able to get to the ladders with our brother on us. So I'll show you guys how to use the switches, because you will come across a lot of these. So you'll see here now I have to push Control and Alt. You see the body position change. Ta-da! The next thing, of course, we're going to have to do is go on to the other side of this. Push it out. Now, did you guys see that barrel in the background? That is one of the things I think that they did is incredibly intelligent. If you pay very close attention to the background, it will give you clues as to environmental puzzles that are coming up, which I think is pretty sweet. And shows a lot of ingenuity and thinking ahead by the developers, which is awesome. And like I said, when it comes to the basic game mechanics and the platforming aspects and all of that, this game is fantastic. I mean, I've been having fun, but the control scheme has been killing me, and it's been enough that I won't be doing a playthrough of it. So there we go. That's how you use the switches. I've showed you guys how to push, pull everything, showed you all the basics on what you need to do. Now, you did see the control scheme. Please let me know in the comments what you guys think. You're going to give it a shot. It's not expensive at all. It's a very, very fair price. I'll put a link in the description below, of course, for Steam, where you can pick it up. And I'm sure it'll probably be in the App Store not too long from now. Normally what they do is they release them first on Steam, and then they go to the iOS market, which is interesting because if you keep your eyes open, you'll see stuff on the iOS market go into Steam's green light or early access and then come out. In fact, Dead Effect is one of those games that does that, and they're doing a pretty good job with it. Anyways, I'm the Rev. This has been Monochroma. I hope you guys liked my little introduction / first impressions. And if you have any questions about the game, you want to contact the developers or anything else, like I said, I'll put the descriptions below. I'll put the website as well as the link on Steam so you guys can pick it right up. Support these guys. Who knows what they'll come up with next. Again, I'm the Rev. I want to thank you for watching. I'll see you next time if the gods don't take me first. Or the wife.